U.S. President Barack Obama has praised Egyptian President Mohammed Morsi for his personal leadership in helping to craft the ceasefire between the Israelis and the Palestinians. However, an apparent power grab by the Egyptian president has raised questions about the relationship between Washington and Cairo and its impact on the future of the Middle East peace talks. The United States appeared to have a partner to help move the Israelis and Palestinians toward discussing peace.
Today, the United States still has a few good working relations in the Middle East. Not so many, and not perhaps the traditional ones that we've counted on, but we have, for example, pretty good working relations with Turkey, and I think perhaps with Egypt.
But with the recent political developments in Egypt, Washington is worried, and that could affect the aid promised to Cairo by the White House because the U.S. Congress must approve the money.
We've also been clear with the Congress that we think that the support in the form of economic support funds that we've pledged to Egypt should go forward. But obviously, I think everybody's watching now that this current set of issues has a democratic resolution.
Egyptians have taken to Tahrir Square to protest the apparent power grab by President Morsi, rejecting judicial oversight. The government in Cairo continues to insist it is only a temporary move. But with the statement from President Morsi's government saying his new powers apply to diplomatic relations, some in Washington feel that Egyptian politics will get in the way of peace for the Middle East.
It is going to be harder now for President Morsi to even accept a solution on Jerusalem because it's going to require, on his part, very painful and uncomfortable compromises.
Others counter that Egypt cannot afford further violence on its border with Gaza and that it is in the Egyptian national interest to promote the ceasefire and future talks.
There's a lot of self-interest here that I think President Morsi has begun to understand that will keep him in line with the treaty, keep Egypt committed to the treaty, and playing what we hope will be a useful and helpful role in moderating conflict.
For the Egyptian president with ties to the Muslim Brotherhood, that role could include influencing Hamas.
I think the real question in terms of Hamas will be what Egypt wants and whether Egypt can pressure Hamas in a different direction. And that, I think, that the jury is still out.
The fragile ceasefire appears to be holding, and the Israelis and Palestinians are talking. But Egyptian protesters are demanding change from President Morsi. For now, the White House says that the Egyptian president played an important role in helping to craft the ceasefire, and also that the Egyptian people want a government which reflects their will. So the White House is paying very close attention to the situation in Egypt, and U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is in regular contact with Egyptian officials. This is Priscilla Huff for JN1 in Washington.